जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद। जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय, गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय। एवं विश्वपाद परमहंस वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य, पीठ फाउंडर आचार्य, सेवा ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विश्वपाद परमहंस आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतकोटि भक्त सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव नमस्कार श्री हरिदास स्वामी। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिका श्यामसुंदर राम श्री पुरुषोत्तम श्री कृष्ण जगन्नाथ के धाम, श्री लवली माया धाम की, गंगा मैया की, यमुना मैया की, श्रीमद तुलसी महाराज की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ देव सुभद्रा मैया की, श्री श्री निताय की, राधा श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All praise the Hare Krishna, all praise the Hare Krishna, all praise the Hare Krishna, all glories Praise all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Namah Vishnu Sai Krishna Krishna Shri Madhurati Gauranga Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prashadini Vishishindavadi Bhasha Pradeshadari Umagyanatimirandhasya Gyananjanasharabhya Yaksharo Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Tadamaiham Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sattvaita Savadutam Parijana Sritam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyadivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome to our morning discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita continuation by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We are discussing Adi-lila 4th chapter, the confidential reasons for the Lord's appearance. Now the glories of Srimati Radharani have begun. So many glories which are very important for us to know because we are Gaudiyas, followers of Srimati Radharani. Last time he said Radha Krishna Eka Atma Dui Deha Dhari Anyonye Vilase Rasa Aswadana Kari. Radha and Krishna are one and the same, but they have assumed two bodies. Thus they enjoy each other, testing the mellows of love. So Radharani's glories will continue. 57th. Please repeat. Sei Dui Ek Ebe Chaitanya Gosai Rasa Aswadite Dohe Haila Ekathai. Now to enjoy rasa, they have appeared in one body as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for rasa sake. What in Madhurya Ras Srimati Radharani experienced during Krishna Lila around 4,500 years back, and after so many years, Krishna felt I need to release the same. So he came by accepting the mood and complexion of Srimati Radharani in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So again, two, Radha Krishna is one, because Ladini potency manifests in the form of Srimati Radharani. So one became two, two again become one. One to two, two in one. One in two and two in one. So everything is there. You say, two in one, three in one. Everything in spiritual life originally, and then it comes in material life. इथि लागी आगे करी तार विवरण यहाँ हईते हय गौरेर महिमा कथन. Therefore I shall first delineate the position of Radha and Krishna. From that description the glory of Lord Chaitanya will be known, because Radha Krishna combined to form or to become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so their glories, positions need to be known. So the focus is now on Radha and Krishna. Radhika Hayena Krishner Pranaya Vikar Swarup Shakti Ladhini Namatnyahar. Srimati Radhika is the transformation of Krishna's love. She is his internal energy called Ladini. So internal energy, potency, we know Antaranga Shakti. Lord has millions of energies. Parasya Shaktir, Vividhaiva Shuruyate. Millions of energies are there. Office sometimes they say there are 9 prominent Nila, Bhu, and this and that. But predominantly there are 3. They are Antaranga Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, and Tatastha Shakti. Internal potency, external potency, and marginal potency. So we come in marginal potency because if we wish, we could be in the internal potency, continuously Krishna conscious. If we wish, we can be in Maya's allurements, completely forgetting Krishna. The choice is left to us, just like Tata, the bank of a river or beach of an ocean. Sometimes during high tides, it will become wet, and during low tides, the tides recede. Because of that, the beach is exposed to sunlight, and then the water from there evaporates. The beach is dry. Sometimes it is wet, sometimes it is dry. That is Tata. So likewise, sometimes we could be in internal potency, very Krishna conscious. Sometimes we can be in external potency, complete forgetfulness of Krishna. So we are Tatastha Shakti, but internal potency has 3 divisions: Sandhini, Samvit, and Ladini. Sandhini, Sandhini means by which the spiritual world exists, and that is controlled by Balramji. Then Samvit, the potency by which Krishna can know about himself and whole of the world, Golok Vrindavan, etc. That is Samvit potency, and Ladini potency by which he derives pleasure. So that pleasure potency, Ladini, is in the form of Srimati Radharani. She is the predominating. As such, gopis also, but controller or the top leader of them all is Srimati Radharani. From her only, all the gopis expand to give pleasure to Krishna. They are meant for Krishna's pleasure. That's why Ladini potency. So Srimati Radhika is the transformation of Krishna's love. She is his internal energy called Ladini. Ladini Karai Krishne, Ananda Aswadan, Ladini Radwara Kare, Bhaktera Poshan. So this we discussed last time, if you remember. Ladini gives pleasure to Krishna, Ananda Aswadan, because she is meant for that only. She is Ladini potency. Samvit potency will give knowledge to Krishna. Sandhini potency will make sure the existence of Golok Vrindavan and things are there. So this is Ladini potency, naturally meant for giving pleasure to Krishna. So she gives pleasure to Krishna. Krishna relishes pleasure only because of her. Had it not been for her, he cannot relish pleasure. So she gives pleasure to Krishna. We discussed last time, when we perform any of the 9 processes of devotional service, we are offering Ladini potency, Srimati Radharani, to Krishna, who gets nourished, who gets pleased, because he is given pleasure potency. So when one is pleased, he also reciprocates. So Krishna makes us happy when he is pleased by giving us Ladini potency again. Ladinira dwara kare bhaktera poshan. We nourish Krishna and Krishna nourishes us. And the nourishing medium is the same. Srimati Radharani, Ladini potency. You offer bhakti to Krishna, whether by hearing Shravanam or by speaking about Krishna, chanting his glories, Kirtanam. Remember Krishna, you offer obeisances to Krishna, you worship Krishna, you massage the lotus feet of Krishna, you become his servant, you become his friend, or you offer entirety of the existence that you have in the service of the Lord. So Atma Nivedana. Any of the 9 processes, the last 2 are in Raga Marga, Raganuga Bhakti, Sakhyam and Atma Nivedana. But the first 7 are in Vidhi Marga, which we can practice very easily. Acting as friend of Krishna, offering everything into Krishna. This is, we are conditioned souls, not so pure. We still have some attachments. But despite having attachments, conditioning, contamination in the heart, still we can chant the Krishna's glory name, we can hear his glories, we can remember him, we can massage his lotus feet, we can offer obeisances, we can offer worship, act as his servant. That is possible. So when we offer Radharani to Krishna, Krishna offers Radharani to us. So when bhakti comes in our heart, Radharani enters in our heart, she is Ladini potency, she gives pleasure to us. We feel pleasure in practicing Krishna Pasha. When you hear Krishna Katha, you become pleased. You are very happy. What did you get? Nobody gave you money. Nobody gave you food. Nobody gave you new clothes. Nobody gave you any two-wheeler, four-wheeler. Nobody gave you 2 BHK, 3 BHK. Your bank balance remained the same. So how you become happy? This is spiritual pleasure. So your heart gets nourished. You are very happy hearing about Krishna. You are happy speaking about Krishna. You are happy remembering Krishna. You are happy massaging the lotus feet. You might have danced a lot and your legs have pain, but you are massaging Krishna's lotus feet and you are ecstatic. And when you stop massaging his lotus feet, then you remember, oh, my legs are paining. So that's why never stop massaging the lotus feet of the Lord. The moment you stop devotional service, immediately all your anxieties, fears, worries start of material life. That's why one should perform non-stop devotional service. Apratihata, Khandit Bhakti. But for that, it has to be ahetuki. It has to be unmotivated. That means no material motive. Then one can perform non-stop devotional service. Whenever it is motivated bhakti, then it will stop after some time. Just like for Diksha, we chant. Okay, 16 rounds, they end. Because Diksha you get by 16 rounds. Not necessary to chant 64 rounds. So you end. So hetu is there. So then the bhakti will stop. That's why ahetuki bhakti should be performed. Pure devotees perform that. We are beginners, practitioners, sadhakas. So no problem. So Ladinira dwara kare bhaktera poshan. So he's saying Ladini potency is discussed in Priti Sandarbha by Srila Jiva Goswami. Because Priti, that Sandarbha, all the Bhagavatam verses which are focused on Priti, so that he has collected in Priti Sandarbha. Those verses related to Bhagwan, that is Bhagwan Sandarbha, Bhagavat Sandarbha, Bhagwan Sandarbha, and then the Paramatma Sandarbha. So all the verses related to Paramatma in Bhagavatam, Jiva Goswami has composed in Paramatma Sandarbha. Like that, Tattva Sandarbha, the entirety of the Tattva offered in Srimad Bhagavatam, he has put together in Tattva Sandarbha. Like that, Shad Sandarbhas are there. Jiva Goswami has written 6 Sandarbhas, all based on Bhagavatam only. Bhagavatam shlokas, topic wise, you understand? Topic are the 6 only. Either Tattva or Paramatma or Bhagwan or Priti. Which other remains? 2 more are there. Krishna Sandarbha, everything related to Krishna. So that he has taken one Sankalan, one composition, one collection, that is Krishna Sandarbha. Then the purport Prabhupada says, the Ladini potency gives the Lord all transcendental pleasure and the Lord bestows such a potency upon his pure devotee. So Bhagwan, Bhakta, the connecting medium is Bhakti. So these 3, Bhagwan is eternal anyway. And in one sense, Bhakta is also eternal. So then the eternal connection is through Bhakti only. Between Krishna and us, Radharani has to be there. If Radharani is not there, there will be problem. Krishna is not pleased with your Bhakti. Nor are we feeling nourished in our Bhakti. So you offer Krishna Radharani, he will offer Radharani to you. And you will be nourished. 61st. Satchidananda Purna Krishna Swarupa Ekai Chit Shakti Tara Hare Tina Rupa. Lord Krishna's body is eternal, Sat, full of knowledge, Chit, and full of bliss, Ananda. His one spiritual energy manifests 3 forms. So one spiritual energy, that is internal potency. It has 3 forms. Sandhini, Samvit, Ladhini. Anandamshe Ladhini, Sadamshe Sandhini, Chidamshe Samvit, Yare Jnanakari Mani. So he's giving proper analysis now. Ananda Amshe Ladhini. So the internal potency has Ananda aspect. Ladhini is his aspect of bliss. 3 aspects are there. So now one aspect. Sad Amshe Sandhini, Sat, that eternal aspect, existence. Of eternal existence, Sandhini of eternal existence. And Chid Amshi, Chit Amsha aspect. Chit, that is knowledge. Chit, you know. So that is Samvit. And Samvit of cognizance, which is also accepted as knowledge. Ladini is his aspect of bliss. Sandhini of eternal existence, and samvit of cognizance, which is also accepted as knowledge. So very clear, isn't it? Three. Krishna has millions of energies, three main in that internal potency has three aspects. Sandhini, Samvit, Ladhini. Sandhini means the existence, Samvit means knowledge. With is there, Vidvan, knowledge. One who has Ved, knowledge, body of knowledge is Veda. Root word is Vidvan, one who knows is Vidvan, knowledgeable. So knowledge aspect is through Samvit, and pleasure aspect is through Ladini. So very simple, but understand it. Little technical, but easy to understand. In his thesis Bhagavad Sandarbha 103, Srila Jiva Goswami explains the potencies of the Lord as follows. The transcendental potency of the Supreme Personal Godhead by which he maintains his existence is called Sandhini. The transcendental potency by which he knows himself and causes others to know him is called Samvit. The transcendental potency by which he possesses transcendental bliss and causes his devotees to have bliss is called Ladini. Just like now between all of us, air is there. So because of the air, this Akash is there, ether. So because of that, when my lips move, which don't just move, but my vocal cords are also exerting and producing some sound, which you all can hear, and I can also hear. If this ether is removed from this place, then all my lips will keep moving, but you can't hear anything, I can't hear anything, because ether is removed. So this is one potency of the Lord. This is one aspect of the external potency. Bhumir apo analo vayu khammano buddhirevacha ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakritirashtada. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego. 8. These 8 are my separated energy, external energy. So internal potency now. So internal potency has 3 aspects. So Samvit is by which Krishna can know others and the spiritual world, and others can know Krishna. So if this potency is removed from Golok Vrindavan, they will not know only Krishna. You understand? Just like ether is removed from this place, you can't hear me, I can't hear myself. You understand? So like that. Similarly, fire is removed. So you can't see me, I can't see you. So these all elements are there: earth, water, fire, air, ether. So you know that Bhagavatam 2nd canto, 3rd canto discuss elaborately how because of each of these items we can have some power in ourselves. We may be very proud of our eyes, but if the fire element is removed, fire element is very predominantly to sun. Sun is not there, what can you see in the midnight 12 o'clock? We can't see each other. So fire is required for seeing. Similarly, other items are there. So likewise in spiritual world, this is we talking about material energy, that Akash, but this is talking about spiritual energy. Similarly, Sandhini potency has to be there, so that existence is there. Balramji is the one who expands himself through Krishna's ornaments, clothes, and also Anantashesh, his Shaya, and his chappals, means sandals, his chhatri, it's called, what's that word? Parasol in English. So like that, and the whole of the Golok Vrindavan and everything, expansion of Balramji. And similarly Ladini, for him to relish pleasure potency. The transcendental potency by which he possesses transcendental bliss and causes his devotees to have bliss is called Ladini. So is it clear? Sandhini, Samvit and Ladini. Ahead he says he can enter the spiritual kingdom to associate with the Supreme Personal Godhead and reciprocate the Ladini potency in transactions between him and the Lord. In the mundane mode of goodness, there are tinges of passion and ignorance. Therefore, mundane goodness being mixed is called Mishra Sattva. Some technical details. When not manifested, the modes of material nature are said to be in goodness, and passion and ignorance is not there. Absolute truth includes 4 principles: the Supreme Personal Godhead himself, his internal energy, his marginal energy, and his external energy. So Krishna cannot be without energies. What kind of a rich man without chappals, without house, without even two-wheeler? So rich man means understood, not a two-wheeler possessor. Means what? Four-wheeler. And four-wheeler is not Maruti Suzuki. When I say rich man, so many middle class people have four-wheelers. In fact, they also have better than Maruti Suzuki. So they may be, I don't know which model, Santro or whatever it is, Honda City. And what is a rich man? When you say rich man, that means minimum his vehicle must be costing 30-40 lakhs. If not Mercedes Benz, 40-50-60 lakhs. So likewise, you understand? In I think UAE and Dubai, etc., people have gold in the car. Can you imagine? Gold is inside the car. We say, like we have our car body made of, I don't know what it is, fiber or whatever it is, and latches and then bricks. So they have gold, inlaid gold in their cars. Such rich people are there. They have horses costing 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. They have lions in their house. You know, dog. Should not have dog also. So rich man means understood all these things. So similarly, Krishna, energetic. How can he be without energies? The energies have to be there. That's why absolute truth means not just Krishna. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti, Shabdate. So three features of the absolute truth. So absolute truth includes four principles. Supreme Personality Godhead himself, Bhagwan, his internal energy, that is Antaranga Shakti, his marginal energy, Tatastha Shakti, and his external energy, that is Bahiranga Shakti. So all four combinedly are called absolute truth. Ladhini Sandhini Samved. त्वय्येका सर्वसंस्थितो लादतापकरी मिश्रा त्वयि नो गुणवर्जिते. This is in Sanskrit from Vishnu Puran, 12th chapter, 69th verse. O Lord, you are the support of everything. Sarva samsthito, support of everything. The three attributes, Ladhini, Sandhini, and Samvit, exist in you as one spiritual energy. These three exist in him as one only, because they are spiritual energy only. But the material modes which cause happiness, misery, and mixture of the two do not exist in you. Lada tapakari mishra. All this twai no guna varjite. They do not exist in you. For you have no material qualities. Guna varjite. You are without qualities. That means without material qualities. Means without happiness, distress, and a mixture of the two. Sukh, dukh, and all that. Krishna has Satchidanand. Anand and Sukh is not the same. Sukh is material happiness. What you like, you get. You're happy. Same thing when you're dead, close relative is dead. The same thing may not make you happy. You like gulab jamun, you get it, you're happy. But your uncle's dead body is lying there. Somebody gives you 10 gulab jamuns. You'll not even look at it. So that is the nature of the material happiness and material things. So Krishna is amazing. Next, Sandhinera Sara Amsha Shuddha Sattvanam Bhagavanera Sattahaya Yahate Vishram. The essential portion of the Sandhini potency is Shuddha Sattva. Lord Krishna's existence rests upon it. So Sandhini is for existence. That existence is Sattva, but the existence means Sattva. But because it is spiritual world, it is Shuddha Sattva. Here also we have Sattva Gun, but the Sattva Gun is generally mixed with some degree of passion and ignorance. But when it is completely free from any kind of contamination in spiritual world, then it is Shuddha Sattva. Spiritual existence, which is eternal existence also. Such existence is permanent. In the Lord Shiva's prayers in 4th canto, he says, Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. Shuddha Sattva is also called by the name Vasudeva, because Vasudeva gave birth to Vasudeva, Krishna. You know, in Sanskrit, Vasudev's son is Vasudeva, Kunti's son is Kaunteya, Prutha's son is Partha. Like that, Radha's son is Radhe. Radha means not that Radha. Karna's one name, Radhe, because mother means the mother who adopted him. So that is Radha. So Radhe is also his one name. So likewise, so many names. So here, what were we saying? Shuddha Sattva. Vasudev. Vasudev. Shuddha Sattva is also called Vasudev. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shabditam. It is called as Vasudev. What is called as Vasudev? Sattvam Vishuddham. That means Vishuddha Sattva. Pure goodness is also called Vasudev. The essential portion of the Sandhini potency is Shuddha Sattva. Lord Krishna's existence rests upon it. माता पिता स्थान ग्रह शय्यासन आर ये सब कृष्णेर शुद्ध सत्वेर विकार. Krishna's mother, father, abode, house, bedding, seats, and so on are all transformations of Shuddha Sattva, the pure goodness. When the living entity is situated in Vishuddha Sattva, transcendental to the three material modes of nature, he can perceive the form, quality, and other features of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through his service attitude. So we should keep on rendering services. Currently, our senses are contaminated. Why? Because we have used these senses for our sense gratification also. Very gross example, before we came to Krishna, all the activities we did were for our own pleasure only. Whether gross pleasure, subtle pleasure, isn't it? So it was all senses got contaminated. Now we have come back with the same contaminated senses in the service in the ISKCON. And now with these contaminated senses only we continue rendering service. So when you continue rendering service, we will get washed off of this contamination. So senses will become pure. When they become completely pure, what you render is called as Shuddha Bhakti. Currently also we can perform Shuddha Bhakti though having contaminated senses. How? At least the subtle body, mind has thinking, feeling, willing, intentionality. So if we think, I am doing this service only for my Guru Maharaj's pleasure. Our feelings are also like that, and willing also. If it was not for Guru Maharaj's pleasure, I will not do this service. Personally, I don't want to do this, but because Guru Maharaj wants me to do, I will do it. Prabhupada wants me to do, I will do it. So though we have contaminated senses still now also, but pure intention thought is there. So because of that we can perform pure devotional service. Just like if I am a cycle man, I can go with what? 10 km/h, 20 km/h, something like that. But if I hold on to one lorry truck with balancing properly, one hand handle, and one hand to the, you have seen in India, they do it. They do it when the truck is slow, but when it is fast also, let's say you somehow balance. You make sure the handle does not move and the tire does not go below the truck tire and leading to a dangerous accident. So somehow you balance properly. So then what is the speed of you? 60 km/h, 70 km/h. But that is not your power. The hand is that matters. You will release the hand immediately, 10 km/h, 20 km/h. Because you are cycle man only. But the connection matters. Connection makes you go fast. Similarly, if you have a subtle body, you have pure intention, pure thinking, pure feeling, pure willing. Though body is contaminated only, contaminated senses are only there. Still we can perform pure devotional service at this stage also. So that is a kind of part-time pure devotee. But he continued doing this. Days pass by, months pass by, years pass by, decades pass by. Then because you are continuously rendering service anyway through your gross body, and intentions and all the thinking, feeling, willing is also getting purified because of connection with Guru and all that. So eventually your external, internal both are clean, fully clean. So you become pure devotee. Then whatever you do, your glancing, everything is pure. Your spitting is pure devotional service. Prabhupada once was eating oranges. So when he put one slice, inside there is seed. It is inside the slice. So that he sucked the juice, he ate the skin, but that seed should not be eaten. So the seeds were in his mouth. So he did not take it out and like it. So there was a dustbin little away. So he just oh, he did. Exactly it fell down in that dustbin, that bin. Seeing this, one person became devotee. Hari bol, what a throw. ऐसा थ्रो कभी देखा नहीं हमने. तो देखो, your spitting can become pure devotional service. It is pure devotion. But this is for that you have to become pure. You understand? Na? From pure, everything is pure. From pure, everything pure only will come out. Isn't it? From rich person, rich money only will come out. Na? Beggar comes to rich person. Will he give 1 rupee or 10 rupee? That fellow comes. Their current rate is I think 10 rupees minimum. Na? That he or she, I don't know who is he or she, whatever it is. So whether at the toll plaza or in the train, wherever he or she comes, so you have to give minimum 10 rupees, otherwise they will slap you also. But now rich man is there, multi-billionaire. So how much money he will give? 10 rupees. Minimum 100 to 500 rupees. Then only he is rich man. He gives 10 rupees, then what is the difference between him and us? Like that. So from pure person, everything pure only comes up. So we want to become such pure devotees one day. हम होंगे कामयाब. और better version is कबे हबे बोलो से दीन मार अपराध घोची शुद्ध नामे रुचि कृपा बले हबे हृदय संचार कबे हबे बोलो से दीन मार. Oh when that day be mine, when giving up all the offenses, I will chant purely. And the Lord's mercy will infiltrate my heart. Floods of mercy in my heart. So then we will be pure devotees. So we want to become such pure devotees sooner or later. So that's what he's saying. When the living entity is situated in Vishuddha Sattva, transcendental to the 3 material modes of nature, he can perceive the form, quality, and other features of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through his service attitude. So service attitude is there. Prabhupada said advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the followers. So attitude of servitude and attitude of gratitude. These two are most important. Gratitude towards everyone. We don't feel grateful to everyone. Somebody chastises us. Internal racing happens. Vehicle, 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler racing. So this is also 2-wheeler only, na? Works on 2 wheels. So this internal racing goes on sometimes, and fuel is all the time available for this racing. But we cannot say sometimes. We cannot be angry on that person because he may be your boss, he may be somebody elderly person. But internal racing, this will stop or not stop. How much is chastising me? So that happens. So we are not grateful in all circumstances. Pure devotee is grateful. In his computer is also racing now. Has got fuel. So pure devotee has gratitude towards everyone because he sees everybody as a representative of Krishna. And that's why he wants to serve everyone. We don't want to serve everyone. Only those who serve us, we want to serve them. Isn't it? Those who offer us love, we want to offer them love. Those who give us gifts, we want to give them gifts. We are not so broad-minded. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. That is not yet reached. So that is the problem. So attitude is proper, then we can make a lot of advancement. Attitude of gratitude towards everything and everyone. An attitude of servitude then. First gratitude, then servitude. So if you have that all the time, then 24/7, you will either hear the holy name in your mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Either you will hear the holy name internally only. Nobody is singing outside, nobody is speaking, but you can hear it. Or you will see the form of the Lord. Radha Vrindavan Chandra Gaurnitai Jagannath Baldev. They will manifest in your heart. Or you will meditate on the qualities of the Lord. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu. You are ocean of mercy. Dina Bandhu. You are the friend of the fallen. I am the most fallen, O Lord. You are my friend. Thank you, O Lord. Jagat Pate. You are the master of the entire creation, both material and spiritual world. Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Mattas Sarvam Pravatate. Both spiritual and material worlds emanate from me. You are the master of the entirety of the creation. Jagatpate, Dina Bandhu Jagatpate, Gopeshan. You are the friend, master, all the Gopas, cowherd boys. Gopika Kanta. You are the master of all the gopis. You are the lover. Gopesha Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, topmost gopi. You are the lover of Srimati Radharani, beloved of Srimati Radharani. Namaste. Please accept my obeisances. Your heart will be filled with Krishna's qualities. It's that meditation. Or Krishna's pastime. You will enter in Krishna's pastimes only. Oh, now Krishna is walking in the groves of Vrindavan. And then he meets Dhanishta Sakhi. Say, what happened? She says, Radharani sent me. Where are you going? I'm going to collect flowers. From where? Kusum Sarovar. Achha. Okay. So Krishna is making one trick. Something is going to do. Some plotting. How to capture Radharani alone in Kusum Sarovar when she'll come for picking up the flowers. So your mind will enter in Leelas. So either in holy name you will hear, or form of the Lord you will see, or qualities you will meditate on, or you will enter in the pastime of the Lord. If you are in Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness. So that is our aspiration. But for the time being, basic minimum on our level possible is perform bhakti, devotional activity, Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc. with our gross body. And continue hearing so that our subtle body gets purified. Mind gets purified, intelligence gets purified, and the false ego gets out. I am so great. That goes out. Krishna is so great. Radharani's love is so amazing. Gopis, they are so dedicated to Krishna. Heart should be nourished and flooded with the thoughts of the greatness and sweetness of the Lord and his devotees' love for him. Then sooner or later, we would also be in Vishuddha Sattva. That day is not far. Sometime we will reach there. Next verse is that verse only, Lord Shiva's verse that we'll see next time. Any question?
Radhanath Maharaj had one Vyasakuja meditation video came. So in that Maharaj said, in the process of devotional service, even the sinful propensities are not such a big stumbling blocks, but ingrateful heart is a big. But these sinful activities somebody is doing and he's not grateful. So I couldn't understand it.
See, because of that's what I said, we have come with sinful baggage. Just like African devotees come in ISKCON, do they become completely fair complexion? No, they're even black only. Old devotee comes in ISKCON, does he become young man? He remains old only. So we all have come with our sinful baggage. So because of that, some taint of sin will remain. We stop eating meat, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, but tinges will be there. Some taint will be there because subtle body is not yet come to ISKCON fully. Gross body has come. Somebody became brahmachari, where is dhoti kurta, shaved head, but his subtle body is not yet brahmachari. Brahmachari, Brahma hai wo. To some extent or the other, illusion में. You understand? ऊपर से तो ग्रॉस बॉडी तो फुल्ली ब्रह्मचारी, कोई भी देख के बोल सकता है, वो भी मिरर में देख हाँ ब्रह्मचारी है, लेकिन उसका सटल बॉडी अभी तक भ्रम में है, इल्यूजन में है कि सेंस ग्रेटिफिकेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड, ऑल दैट. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट समटाइम्स sin may happen, but to have humility, and with humility serve all the Vaishnavas, you know that they are so pure, everybody around. I'm so fortunate. I'm the only most contaminated fellow. All others are so pure. So we can have gratitude toward all. I am allowed to be, just like a crow is allowed to fly with the swans. How grateful he should feel. Crow will never feel gratitude. Crow will never fly with the swans for that matter. But I'm just telling, at least in human life it is possible, because there are swan class of people and crow type of people also. And then there are dogs, hogs, all categories of people are there, because that's how 4 lakh species of human beings, isn't it? Swabid, Varaha, Stokharai, Ustrekare, that you know. Swabid, those who eat stool, dogs and hogs. Swabid, Varaha, Ram is the hogs. Ustre is Unt, the camels. Kharai, the asses. So 4 types of people Shukdev Goswami described in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Swabid, Varaha, Ustre, Kharai. Samsutaha Purusha Pashu. They glorify each other. The hogs will glorify you. Hey, today you got nice gutter water. Fortunate. मेरा वाला वो ड्राई था आज का गटर. ठीक है, तू मुझे ब्लेसिंग दे दे, कल मैं भी अच्छा वाला गीला गीला गटर में नहाऊंगा मैं. So, वो एक दूसरे की प्रशंसा करते हैं, वो चलता रहता है. Anyway, that is another subject matter. But the point is, we can think I am that category. I am like a dog, I am like a hog, I am like a camel, or I am like a ass. That ass and camel. The camel's marriage was there. So ass goes. So he said, hey, क्या दूल्हा है? अहो रूपम. हाँ, दूल्हे की दाढ़ी तो देखो, क्योंकि ऊंट की होती है शायद थोड़ी दाढ़ी. दूल्हा, ऐसा दूल्हा कभी नहीं देखा. अहो रूपम. तो उसका गुणगान हो गया वो ऊंट का. Camel, he is also very happy, so he wants to reciprocate, he wants to glorify. अहो ध्वनि, क्या आवाज है ये गधे का. क्या आवाज है. हाँ, लता मंगेशकर फेंट होके गिर गई. किशोर कुमार कौन था वो जो भी अनूप जलोटा, उसका मृत्यु हो गया, हार्ट अटैक हो गया, क्योंकि इतना मधुर आवाज. भीमसेन जोशी, ये सब ठंडे पड़ गए, क्योंकि इतना मधुर किसी का आवाज नहीं संसार भर में जितना कि ये गधे का है. क्या बोल रहा है. अहो रूपम. अभी जब उसने बोला अहो रूपम, अभी तो मैं तो ह्यूमन बीइंग है, उसने कैसे कहा है ना. लेकिन उसका जो वर्ड्स थे उसका मतलब था क्या दूल्हा है, कितना सुंदर है. परफेक्शन वो दुल्हन का, कितना सुंदर दूल्हा मिला है उसको. ऐसा दूल्हा संसार में किसी दुल्हन को प्राप्त नहीं होगा, ह्यूमन दुल्हन को भी नहीं. तो लेकिन बोला ये था, लेकिन आवाज क्या था, गधे का आवाज. और ये बोल रहा अहो ध्वनि, क्या आवाज है सुरीली. मंत्र मुग्ध हो गया मैं, कृतकृत्य हो गया, धन्य हो गया मेरा आज का ये दिन. विवाह से तो धन्य हो ही रहता, लेकिन करोड़ों गुना अधिक धन्य हुआ तुम्हारा ये ध्वनि, सुरीली आवाज सुनकर. तो ऐसे होता है. तो हम सोच सकते हैं ना कि हम गधे हैं, that I am suar, dog, hog, or whatever, crow, but I am associating with devotees who are swan class, Paramhamsa logo. So I am so fortunate. So gratitude can be there, and because of that, no offense. Everybody is above me, so you cannot commit offense to anyone. तब मास्टर, आपके कंपनी में आप आपके बॉस का अपमान करते होगे. You rascal boss. चेहरा देखो आईने में, पागल हो गया क्या. कितना नाक टेढ़ा है तेरा, आंखें तो देखो कैसे इधर उधर चंचल होती है, बाल देखेगा कैसे बिखरे हुए. Get lost. बोल सकते क्या वैसे. बोलने के पहले ही आपको प्यून धक्का मार के, लात मार के बाहर, दरवाजे के बाहर या केबिन के बाहर फेंक दिया होगा, है कि नहीं. So likewise, if you understand everybody is above me, you will not commit offense to anyone. But we think I am great. और तुम्हारे भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन, स्वामी हमसे बढ़कर कौन, देवा हो देवा, वृंदावन चंद्र देवा, तुमसे बढ़कर कौन, और तुम्हारे भक्त जनों में हमसे बढ़कर कौन. ऐसा भाव है. फिर अपराध तो होगा ही, जो भी नीचे है उनको तो हम लात मार के कुचल के चलते रहेंगे, ठीक है. सो इनग्रेटफुल हार्ट, ingratitude is not good. One who is humble, he'll be grateful to all devotees, even neophyte devotees, even the visitors. जो भी है, जो गलत भी कर रहा है कार्य, कोई आके इधर ऐसे ऐसे चप्पल इधर उधर फेंक रहा है, झूठ बोल रहा है, अरे आया तो मंदिर है ना, भगवान के द्वार है. चाहे ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज कहते देवाची द्वारी उभा क्षण भरी, तेणे मुक्तिचारी साधिएल्या. कि कोई somebody comes to the door of the Lord and stands there, अंदर भी प्रवेश नहीं किया, देवाची द्वारी उभा, खड़ा रहे उधर क्षण भरी, एक क्षण के लिए, और चला गया वापस. उसका फोन कॉल आगे चला गया, मंदिर में एंटर ही नहीं किया उसने. तो चारी मुक्ति साधिएल्या ऑटोमेटिकली. सारूप्य, सालोक्य, सामीप्य एंड सार्ष्टी. साइज जो तो डिवोटीज आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, चारों मुक्ति मिल गया उसको. देखो कितना पावर है. So if we are having knowledge, we will not be committing offense to anyone. Problem is we are ignorant fellows. We may know many shlokas. Patram pushpam balam doyam yome bhaktya prachati. सोचते मेरा जैसा विद्वान कोई नहीं इसको. और वो पता है क्या हो अति धन्य व्रजगण, ये क्या है, ये आउट ऑफ सिलेबस है. अरे कहते ये भागवतम में ब्रह्मा जी इज ग्लोरीफाइंग Vraja gopis and Vraja cows. Ahvati dhanya Vrajagoramanya Stanyamritam Pitamatívate muda Yasam vibhovatsataratmajatmana Yatrupti yadyapi nachalamadvara. Brahmaji is glorifying 14th chapter of 10th canto. How fortunate are the Vrajagopis and cows of Vrindavan who for one full year could give the milk from their breasts to Krishna, who had expanded himself in the form of covered boys and cows. For the whole entirety of the time span, eternity, nobody has pleased Krishna, even the best of the sacrifices, which are meant, yajna means for Krishna's pleasure, Vishnu's pleasure. They have not been able to please Krishna as much as these Vraja gopis and Vraja cows. This is Brahmaji glorified. So we don't know this sloka. And we are only proud of our Patram Pushpam Polam Manmana Bhavamadma. I know so many slokas. In our voice, I know more slokas than all the other boys. So I'm Kupamando. Atlantic Ocean से आया हुआ मैं मेंढक हूँ. राव राव डराता हूँ सबको. डराओ. अरे डरो भाई, डराओ. तो इतना अहंकार है तो फिर अपराध होगा ही होगा. जो नंबर है वो कभी अपराध कर ही नहीं सकते. समझ रहे? तो भीख मांग रहे हो कैसे? एकदम दबे आवाज. साहब साहब भिखारी हो गया. वो एक लाफा है. तुझे भीख चाहिए ना, ये ले एक भीख तेरे गाल पे और दूसरे तेरे पेट पे और पाँव पे देता हूँ. चिल्लाएगा तो उसको मारेंगे कि नहीं सब पैसेंजर्स. ऐसा भिखारी होता है कि आवाज चढ़ा के. हम ऐसे भिखारी है, जोर जबरदस्ती कर रहे हैं. तो थोड़ा नम्र रहो, फिर अपराध नहीं होंगे. देन देयर विल बी ग्रेटिट्यूड. Here, ignorance is wiped off, one will be very humble. विद्या विनय संपन्ने. जिसके पास विद्या है is humble. जिसके पास ignorance है is very proud. अहंकार विमूढ़ आत्मा. मूर्ख है वो, अज्ञान में और अहंकार करता है. मुझे कितना पता है, पूरे जंगल का राजा हूं मैं. 1 रुपए का सिक्का मिला है, उसके ऊपर बैठा हूं. कोई है शेर, सिंह, गधा या ऊंट जो भी है, जिसके पास 1 रुपया है, सबसे धनी जानवर हूं मैं पूरे जंगल का. 1 रुपये का मालिक है कि नहीं? You know that story. Nityananda tells. So one should be very humble. So sin may be because of the previous past. We are coming from that background. तो थोड़ा है ना, जैसे गटर से गिर के हम थोड़े आए हैं. अब मंदिर में आएंगे तो गटर के पानी के साथ ही आएंगे, वो सूखा हुआ. लेकिन जब बाथरूम में जाएंगे तभी उधर गीले गंदे गंदे ही है. देन यू स्टार्ट, तभी भी गंदे ही है, लेकिन अभी धीरे धीरे प्यूरिफिकेशन begins. After 5, 10, 15 minutes of bathing is over, then you are completely pure, pure-bodied fellow. Understand? So even in the temple you entered with gutter water only on your body. Even in the bathroom you are with gutter water. But after 15, 20 minutes of bath, then you are pure. Likewise, we come to bhakti with all the contamination. So that's why sometimes there may be sinful activities, some sinful thoughts will come. Sinful thoughts will come many times, but activities also may happen. Something wrong. That is not a big problem. But being offensive to devotees is the worst problem. That's why saying aparadha bhuchi shuddha name ruchi kripa bole habe hridaye sancha. When will I give up offenses? Offenses are difficult to give up. Sinful activity is very easy to give up. In fact, in India, even now there are people who follow all 4 regulative principles without any touch with ISKCON. They don't eat meat, they don't gamble, they don't have illicit sex, they don't take intoxicants. Quite pious people, brahmanas, etc. But what is the use? They are not chanting Hare Krishna. Okay? Anything online?
Naman Pro. Guruji, when we engage in any services along with devotees, then gratitude went away and we wanted
gratitude
service in it.
Gratitude goes away later. Huh?
Yes, gratitude.
That means we are not hearing. Whenever there is hearing deficiency, then there will be a problem in our life. Because Shravanam leads to best of the Kirtanam, chanting improves by hearing, and both combinedly improves our remembrance of the Lord. And 3 combinedly make our Pada Sevanam, physical services, high class. So while serving with devotees is the Pada Sevanam basically, kind of. So there is a problem. That means original foundation is only having defect. You must not be hearing enough quantity or not properly quality. Either in quantity, quality hearing, there is some defect there, some shortcoming is there. And that's how you can see your chanting also will be affected. Your 16 rounds, what do you call this 27,648 holy names are not being heard every day, are not being pronounced properly, are not being heard properly because your hearing has deficiency in quantity or quality or both. And then because of that, your remembrance of Krishna is not there much in the daytime. Forget about daytime. Even while chanting, you are not able to remember Krishna. That shows your three first things are difficult. So it's like a fourth floor is having problem. Why? Because foundation is weak. First floor is also weak. Second floor is weak. The fourth floor will naturally be weak only. So we have to go to the root cause, Shravan. मय्यासक्त मना पार्थ योगम युंजन मदाश्रय संशयम समग्रम माम यथाज्ञास्यसि tat shrunu. You hear. So when you hear, you become attached to Krishna. Rukmini Mataji heard about Krishna from childhood. At the age of 12, she was mad to marry Krishna and Krishna alone. She wrote the love letters, took such a risk, and was happy to be kidnapped by Krishna and became his first wife. So if you are not happily serving with devotees, there is a defect of hearing mainly, which will be first going through chanting, poor chanting, because poor hearing, poor chanting. Next, poor remembrance. And then naturally, the services you perform, physical services, there also there will be problem. So here. Okay.
Another question is there. Parents tell ISKCON is too much bhakti, not eating outside food.
Speak loudly, I can't hear.
Parents tell ISKCON is too much bhakti, not eating outside food, etc. It seems we just have to tolerate these opinions. Is there a solution?
Yeah, we can be firm in our practices with our parents. Our practices should be always firm, and with them we can politely speak. You can say it's okay, but at least I'm eating. Nah, we are not going to forest and eating kandamul, roots and fruits, and nor are we eating very simple food like water only and only rice only. No, we are having very palatable dishes. We take paneer, we take pizza, so we take so many things. Anything offered to Krishna, we take. And we can offer to Krishna n number of things, but not meat and fish and eggs, etc. This is forbidden food. This increases sin. This is sinful food. Krishna doesn't eat sinful food. He eats pure vegetarian food when offered with love and devotion. So we offer to Krishna and we take. In fact, that's why with our parents, relatives, what one of the best things we could do, we should only cook at home, whether Prabhujis or Matajis. Even Prabhujis, like you all also, when you go home, you should cook. Mother will feel such a relief. Wow, so his son is cooking. I don't have to worry. And you can assist, take her assistant in cutting subjects, and you cook. But first of all, you should know how to cook properly. Otherwise, you cook such a, she's a water fool you are. So you should cook very nicely and cook opulently also. Paneer ka sabji banao, रसगुल्ला बनाओ, रसमलाई बनाओ, सबको खिलाओ. सब बोले अरे तू घर ज्यादा आता रहे बेटा. अच्छा लगता है तू जब आता है 10 दिन रहता है. कितना शांति का, सुकून का, आनंद के दिन जाते हैं. तो सबको कुकिंग. That's why Prabhupada, that's how he started in outside, isn't it? In the West. Prabhupada said ours is kitchen. ISKCON, what he said? Kitchen religion. Yeah. So we should be in kitchen. The way to heart is through stomach, they say. If you want to win somebody's heart, you should feed his stomach very nicely with nice palatable dishes. So with relatives and all, what's the problem? Okay, they can do atyahar, no problem. For our devotees, there is a problem of atyahar, prayas. To relatives, you feed like anything, very opulent. In fact, you can carry also from here, Mahaprasad. Very nice, whatever it is available here. Plus, there also you cook and feed them so nicely, they will feel, my God, you people are enjoying life much better than all of us. They should come to that conclusion just by eating only. You don't have to speak also. Actions speak louder than words. अरे मुझे भी ISKCON का भक्त बन सकता हूँ क्या मैं? हाँ बन सकते ना, क्या प्रॉब्लम. ये लो माला, चलो मंदिर, उधर का फीस्ट खिलाता हूँ. So then see, we have positive side or not. हम सब क्या कंदमूल खा रहे क्या? मैं इतने 24-28 साल से क्या खा रहा हूँ ISKCON में? कंदमूल खा रहा हूँ क्या? My God, I have taken such fees, overeaten also, quality high, quantity high, so much. दाल ही कभी कभी इतना अच्छा होता है, ऐसा लगता है कि बकेट ही ले लूं, स्पून से धीरे धीरे लेने से अच्छा बकेट ही ले लूं। आता थोड़ा गर्म है, ध्यान से एक किसी जग में लेंगे, जग को पी लेता हूँ 2 लीटर पहले, फिर और 4-5 लीटर। दाल, एक दाल की बात कर रहा हूँ, फिर बाद में खिचड़ी, फिर सब्जी, फिर पूरी है, पकौड़ा है, रसगुल्ला, रसमलाई, मालपुआ है, तो लेकिन नहीं सबके तो पहले से लड्डू फूट रहे होंगे पेट में या किधर भी, है कि नहीं? कितना जबरदस्त खाते हैं हम लोग, है कि नहीं? है कि नहीं? भगवान को लो क्वालिटी खिलाते हैं नहीं हम, वो भगवान को कंदमूल खिलाते हैं क्या? तो शबरी को खिलाना बड़ा, बेचारी क्या करती है, उसके पास कुछ था नहीं, उसके पास भी कुछ होता हाई फाई तो वो खिलाती थी अच्छा, उधर वही था, हम तो अच्छा खिलाते हैं। सो फीड योर पेरेंट्स नाइसली, एंड जब वो अच्छे से खाएंगे वगैरह तो फिर देन थोड़ा फिलोसॉफी भी बता सकते हैं उनको। It will take time. They have not gone through what we have gone through, so they will have little difficulty. Because उनको संग मिला नहीं भक्तों का, उन्होंने सुना नहीं है जो भी है, तो हमें वो देना है उनको धीरे धीरे धीरे, पहले प्रसाद खिलाना। ओके,
Last question.
यस।
While chanting, our mind is bewildered us. How can I do good chanting then? And how can I know I am doing good chanting?
While chanting,
Our mind is bewildered.
so mind can be controlled by intelligence also. So you can keep something written on paper or something diary. Let us hear, let everything else wait. Just hear. Don't chant like a parrot. Know that you are servant of Krishna, and the best service that you could render now is to hear, pronounce clearly, and hear attentively. Something like that. So when you are having that, so mind bewilderment will reduce, or it will completely go away, because intelligence is getting nourished to that statement. That is what the japa talk meant for. But what happens, that remains there, and then once we begin, we are in some different track only, and we forget what was read in japa track, japa talk and all that. Understand? So during chanting also there can be something like that. Krishna's photo can be there, Radha Krishna, something like that. Then it will help. It's a practice. Daytime we should read Prabhupada books, so that overall the illusion that is flooding in our mind, that will all be wiped off. Okay. ग्रंथरा श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय, श्री कृष्ण कविराज गोस्वामी की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्त की जय।